For anybody who doesn't know, this is a collaboration with a few other channels. The main organizer is Dom from New Beginnings, a rural life in Cyprus. I'm going to leave the link for the description of the collaboration if you want to get involved, and the link for her channel down in the description. So go check that out if you want to get involved. Now, the first video is a group of questions that I made on laptop. So I'm gonna go through the questions. Basically, I'm not gonna read questions out, I'm just gonna answer them. And it's just a basic introduction of us, who we are, and what we do. So let's get into it. So I'm Andy, and we live on a 10,000 square metre plot in Spain, which is about 2.5 acres. I live here with my wife Katie and my two children Sebastian and Lexi. Obviously, if you're new to the channel, go back into the videos and you'll see them running around in a few. We live in a place called Oriella, which is on the Costa Blanca, the south coast of Spain. The weather here is absolutely lovely. We live in a property that is about 15 to 20 years old. We've been here 4 years this year, sorry. 4 years we've been here this year. And before we moved in, the property was empty. Basically, the landlord that owns the property, his father built the property as a holiday home, never really got used. So then we took on and we moved in here. The majority of our property is a lemon grow. So we've got probably over 1,500 trees of lemons that surround our property. And then we do have a little plot at the front of the property that we grow veg in. We keep goats, ducks and chickens in. We have our 7 dogs, which bar one that came from England are all rescue from Spain. And about 5 cats, as well as a few strays that come in and get fed, sleep on terrace, leave the fur everywhere and then bugger off. We are pretty rural where we are. We're not too far out of a local village. We can walk in 20 minutes, 5 minutes drive into the local village. Has a couple of bars and the shop and the school, local school that Lexi goes to, which has about 30 children in the whole school. So for education wise for Lexi is really good because she gets a lot of time, because there's not 40 children in a class, there's 10. So that's really good for Lexi. We are off grid here to a certain extent. We are on solar. We don't actually have our own water mains. We have a shared water mains on our Camino, which is like, I don't know, a country lane, a dirt track. There is 5 houses along the lane, starting from one end to the other, and there is 1 meter at the end. So we have shared water between us. So we're half off grid as such. Things we've got coming up. So projects for this year, there's quite a few. So this year we've actually started selling veg boxes. So they're going to be going on sale, and we've been doing it about 4 or 5 weeks now, and it's been going really well. So we have a couple of projects this year that are going to be like for build a greenhouse. We also want to start running some meat chickens, but they're just going to be personal for us. We're not going to be selling them. So there's a couple of little projects that we're going to be doing videos on, and getting stuff in place over the next, hopefully the next month or so. We're going to try and do a lot of it out of recycled materials, so pallet wood, stuff we have hanging around, stuff we can get our hands on for free. We'll see how that goes. So yeah, so going back to the animals we have 7 rescue dogs, 6 rescue dogs, 1 came from England. Simba's our oldest. We're actually going to do a video in the future just on our dogs and tell you their background stories. But we have Simba, which is our oldest, then we have the 2 pups, Nala and Diego. We have Rose, which is a Spanish Mastiff. Dougal and Covey, which are our guard dogs. One's a German Shepherd cross, and the other one is some sort of Spaniel cross. Obviously, I'll give you the full stories of each dog in the video that's coming up. And then we have Zorro. How can you forget Zorro? Zorro is a Blue Mill cross. We think he's got some sort of Irish Wolfhound in him or something like that. The most noisiest dog here on the homestead. If there's anything about, we know about it, because Zorro tells us. So yeah, we have our dogs, we have our cats that just wander around. We've got Gizmo, Freddy, Freya, and Casper, and Gypsy. There we go. I thought I'd remember them all. And then we have our goats. We have Ivy and Polly, which are the 2 older ones. Polly had her babies about 5 weeks ago. They've still not got a name. We did have Buck, but Buck has now gone off to another farm. So he's now gone because of interbreeding and stuff like that. We didn't want him here anymore. And then we have our ducks. Don't have no names. By the male duck, we call him Bojo. You'll see why when you see him. And that's about it, animal-wise, that we have. Going on to our growing methods. Our growing methods are changing slightly. We've always tilled, and then we dig the beds out, add some compost or manure or whatever we get our hands on, and then we plant into them. This year we're going to actually try, I'm going to try some no-dig beds. So we're just going to, the beds that are already there, we're not going to touch them, we're just going to pile them up with compost, and we're going to try and plant straight into them. But we'll see what works. Like, we're going to have a few little testers this year, so we're going to see what works with that. What are our main crops that we grow? Lemons, because we have thousands of them. That's the main crop that we grow. They get picked probably twice a year. This is only the 2nd year of picking our trees because they are so young. The trees literally went in about a month before we moved in. So this year we're getting quite a nice bumper crop from them. What is the most destructive critter, animal, pest you have on your crops? Goats. They jump fences. They eat your crops. My fences must be 8 foot high, and sometimes they still get over. Luckily enough, I'm here a lot of the time, so I catch them in the act before they've actually destroyed everything. But yeah, that is my most pest, is my goats. It's kind of a love-hate relationship. I hope that's kind of give you a bit of an insight of who we are, what we do. Obviously, subscribe to the channel, and any future videos with the collaboration or just general videos that we put up, you'll be able to see. Like I say, I've left everything in the description down below, so go down, get in touch with Dawn if you want to take part, and hopefully we'll see you all soon. I'm going to leave you now with some videos of our property, and I'm going to fuss this one a little bit more. She's my little lapdog. She doesn't go anywhere without me. She's a good kid. So yeah guys, that's that, and we will see you on the next one.